How to connect Shopify to Google Merchant Center. Hi there guys, in today's video I will be showing you a very good way in how you can boost your impressions for your products on Shopify to your Google Merchant Center. So let's get started. First thing that we need to do is we need to sign in to our Shopify admin account, and in here I'm just going to click on the login button and simply sign in to my Shopify admin account. So as you can see, I have my store right here. And then basically I will be routed here in my admin page section. So in this section, what we are going to do is we're going to go to our search bar, and then we are going to go to our apps, and we are going to look for our recommended app section. So basically we will be looking for a application that would actually help us link our Shopify to our Google Merchant Center. And since we don't have it in our recommended app section, we're gonna look for it in the App Store of Shopify. So the application that we're looking for is actually Flexify. So it doesn't only connect your Shopify to your Google Merchant Center, but it also connects your Facebook product feed as well. So here we have our free plan for 30 days, and additional charges may take over after that free trial period. So it helps you monitor and improve product data, integrate with Facebook channel to boost campaign performance as well. So this is actually a tool to optimize your product data for your Facebook channel in order to, you know, also advertise your products in Facebook and as well as in our Google Merchant Center. So let's add the application right here. And basically what we need to do is we're going to next install the application. So here in the upper right hand corner, we just need to click on the install app. Now, once the application has been installed, basically we will be routed in the dashboard section of this Flexify application. Okay, now we are going to set up our Flexify here in our Shopify. So here we actually have two set of modes. That's the standalone mode and the extension mode. But for the extension mode, it's actually unavailable for us because this would cost, and this has more advanced feature compared to standalone mode. So we're gonna start off with the standalone mode since we cannot have the extension mode as of the moment, and we're just using the free version of Flexify. Now, what we are going to do next is that basically we will be routed in this section. So we can actually go to our settings to, set up the Flexify. Okay, there we need to add a category and the product types. So under before you leave the page, make sure that you have saved this one. I actually missed out the save button in the upper right hand corner. That's why it's prompting me to this pop-up. So there. So before we leave the page, let's just go over all the sections here in our settings. So here you can actually see the tag section, and also under your product sets, that's where you can add your tags, your collections, and whatnot. There. So they're used to control which items from a catalog appear in an ad or what products to feature on your Facebook shop, basically. Next is here in your images, so you just need to optimize your images in this section, which images you're gonna use or what kind of image you're gonna use when you actually link it with your Facebook, for instance. Here we also have our importer information, so if your own business conducting comments in India, then the laws in India require you to provide additional information to customer in your catalog as well. Okay, next is the localization. So basically this is for your language and currency. So That's only applicable for the premium mode. And here in the standard settings, you can actually modify the prices, set inventory levels. That's for the premium. You could also exclude variants. So you just need to choose from those three options right there. And you could also include all product images for each variant if you would opt to choose that one as well. Okay. Because basically Shopify only has one image assigned per variant. But if you want to add more, then you could click include all product images if you would want to. Now here you could actually choose a collection, but as for us, we don't have a collection yet, so we cannot look for one here. So basically the collection contains 2 products. Okay, and then there. And it's also available in the online store section in your sales channel as well. Okay, now let's save on the page. It's actually located on the upper right hand corner. That's our save button right there. If you do not want to save all the changes, then you could also discard it. Alright, and now here in the overview section, you can actually see all the necessary details, or like an overview of what you have set up on your Flexify Facebook product feed. Okay, now let's create a feed here in the overview section. It's located down in the lower right hand corner. So when we create a feed, basically we can have this URL. So we can copy this feed to our clipboard, and we will be using this in a while when we go to our Google Merchant Center, basically. Right? So it's actually that easy and simple. Now here in the feed quality, basically you will see all the products that are available, and here are the plans if you would want to continue after the 30-month free trial, or 30 days free trial rather. Then we actually have 3 plans that you can upgrade to. And here in the notification settings, basically you can enable and disable your notifications and settings there. Now let's go to our Google Merchant Center since we've set up our Shopify Flexify product feed section already. So here, when we are in our Google Merchant Center, we are going to go to the left-hand side, and there we can see a panel. Under Products, go to Feed section, and then you can see a plus button right there. So here in your primary feed, we're going to add the URL that we have copied a while ago in our Shopify Flexify application. So here, we're going to add our target countries, so the prices in your feed may be converted to a supported currency so they can be shown in the selected countries that you would like to add it onto. So we cannot continue further if we do not have, or we cannot enter the target countries. So click on the add hyperlink right there in order for you to add your targeted countries. So if you want it to be added on all countries, then you can click it and then choose a language afterwards. So here our default language would be English. And then you can select a destination with your free listings. Now let's continue, and then here for your primary feed name, you just need to name your feed and choose an input method. All right, so choose how to set up your feed. So I'm gonna have a scheduled fetch, and then we are going to have our name there. Once you've typed in your name or your feed name, you can click on continue. Now the next section is your setup. So here we are going to add a file name. So enter the name of your feed and create a fetch schedule. Now for the fetch frequency, you can have it daily, and then choose the time which you would want to have it fetched. And then for our time zone, I'm gonna use my current time zone, which is the Manila time. And for the file URL, we're going to simply paste the URL that we have copied a while ago in Flexify. Now, if your URL is a password protected, provide your login info right there below. but that's actually just optional, and that's only if your password or if URL is protected by password. Okay, now the next section is that it will be processing. So basically, there are no files uploaded yet. And basically, we need to have more products or like more pictures and information from our Shopify store for it to be added, basically. You could also see the feed rules right there in this section. Okay, now let's try to see our settings. So there. You could also modify this afterwards if you would want to change some settings. And here in your feed rules, you just need to let you transform your product data to align with Merchant Center requirements. So this is actually very important to look into once you have your Google Merchant Center. And basically, that's about it for today's video, guys. I hope that you found this tutorial helpful, and thank you so much for watching.